one. Yeah. I wish I had one, but you know what? You can't have you can't have everything. You can't have it all. You know? My stream is still saying the wonton in the house. I had to no. I'm streaming too. Wow. Wow, way to start out the stream. Shadows Edition, Classic Edition. What does that mean? Classic Edition for right now. What is the dog? One, two, three, four, five. I'll be back. What? Alright, I'll be back. have your audio included. Vegeta. Vegeta. Right! Come on. Dang. Wow.
Daddy Wonton.
Alright, what the heck? Wait, select the bat tab. Wait, I can make this red? Alright, yeah, red.
I wonder if it's the same thing as the Switch version. I remember it being
Well, they have all the same
customized
storylines,
things.
so.
Yeah. I still remember, like, customizing stuff.
Like, you can customize your color of the gadgets. I chose, it was red, blue, yellow,
Did I do
purple.
that? I don't remember that shit. I won't be surprised if there's, newer shit. Like, newer, not newer, but more stuff you could do on the console version than the Switch version. How'd you find that, anyways? Like that,
Oh, it was at the
game.
beginning.
What's that under? Like deals or?
No, it's just at the beginning of the game.
No, I'm talking about the actual game. Like when you bought it, what section is that in? The Xbox Game Specials?
Oh, I
or?
just had to search it.
Oh, okay. I kind of get a. I want to get a
remember if it has
game.
multiple endings or just like the same ending?
Like different endings. If you do a different, yeah, I think you that game is like choices, like decisions and stuff. So there's multiple endings. You just gotta pick a different decision than what you did the first time around. Ghost Recon is on sale for $6 per breakpoint. 90% off with Game Pass, ends in 9 days. What happens with that? What happens if you buy a game, right? You buy the game for $6 with Game Pass and then you run out of Game Pass. You lose the game?
No. When you buy the game, like you have it forever.
Okay. Oh shit, they got Batman Arkham. How come we didn't get the Arkham collection? Unless you have it already.
I do.
Arkham.
You think he's gonna show?
Okay.
Bring the whole goddamn
Because that shit's on sale too.
We'll be out of here before
What's that
anyone
for,
can
$9?
stop us.
Surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I figured you would have that. Dragon Ball Z 1 and 2 is on here for $12.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Skate 3.
Move in.
Is Skate 3 multiplayer? Are you into skate? Like skateboards and shit? What is this online skate games?
Back! Get back!
Gordon. They're on the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey! Wait! Wait for backup!
Don't need
Didn't this game start on a
Take the
hostage
stairs.
thing?
I heard stories, you know. Said 300
Oh, I haven't played that shit. I haven't played that game in like 3 years.
Rest in body bags.
I forgot about that shit. What happens in
Ever
that
seen
game?
him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
Oh, Batman the Enemy Within. I think this is on there too. Oh! So Batman Telltale is different from the Enemy Within. Alright. This came out in... I need a check. Oh, this came about 6 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, that game is super old. It's good though. It's a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's better than the Switch version.
And the enemy within came out. Where's the
I got that new Saints Row game. Fucking game is awesome. Very fun. Dead Space. I want to buy this shit. I'm not paying $56, bro. I'll wait another year. I'm not paying that. I'll wait till the game is like $30, $40 and then I'll buy it. I'm not gonna pay them $60 for this shit. Well, freaking remake. Borderlands. Have that shit on the Switch.
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to. No one else will.
Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city is safer now. It's made you a target. And people will keep you in the crosshairs.
Devil in
till
Me.
you're
It's
shot out
on
of the
sale.
sky.
Dark Pictures Anthology.
Criminals in this city.
$30.
They need something to fear.
I'm buying that. It would've been like $10 I would've bought it, but
Shit!
buying that.
The hell'd he go? Whatever got in, don't let it get out.
stupid controller?
What was that?
Back to back, circle up!
Sit them out one by one, Batman.
What the hell is this?
I know you're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come at! Come on! Come on!
Say that.
You don't even know what I said.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, but they're not gonna know what I said. Obviously, you know, because you know how I say the voice. You know what I'm saying when I use that voice, but they're not gonna know what that is. Dead Rising 4 on sale for $9.99. Devil May Cry. Those games, they still make those games.
Didn't your mother teach you to knock?
Little Nightmares.
Behind you, big boy.
House of Ashes, Dark Pictures Anthology. Saints Row. Damn, that shit went back up to $54. Shit. It got it on sale for like $25 when I bought it.
Well, if you want to be intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you, so are the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
The Breakers is on sale for $15. That game is pretty cool.
Without a scratch.
So far. That doesn't belong.
Ghost Runner. This game is
I was
sick
wondering
too.
if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this.
Carnival
Squeeze
Games.
into a
That's
suit,
another good
tie
game.
on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
No one else will. I'm the only one who gets the job done.
Sounds lonely. Gotta admit it though. You give a good chase. One day you might actually catch me.
Tonight.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Then let's put you in a cage.
Bring it, Bat.
I know how these games are. I know mostly everything. Oh, now she brings out.
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Jesus! I got it! Wait! Do not shoot!
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Shit!
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
God damn it! I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was for my sake or yours.
Don't struggle or you'll fall.
Oh, but that's what you crave. The struggle. I know men like you. Bye, Pat.
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then. Time to save the city.
I swear, in the suit, he never smiles, but when he's Bruce Wayne, he always smiles. Okay, how many chapters are in there? One episode!
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. A humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half. For too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed under Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise you, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. And together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great city. If only Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause, he would well, there he is. Fashionable and fashionably late as always. Say hi, Bruce.
Enjoy drinking my wine. It's worth more than most of you.
Oh, no, he's kidding, everyone. No wine is that expensive. Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support. Together, we will change Gotham.
Is this meant for
Mr.
people
Wayne,
who are soft?
Thank you for opening your house to us. Now, I know this is the biggest mansion in Gotham,
Yeah,
but I don't
you
think you got
marshmallow
lost on
mother.
your way here.
Where were you?
Alright, shut up.
I know you prefer the brooding billionaire angle.
Tell me shut up
The
again.
sooner
I'm
you
gonna
make
curse
nice
on
with
here.
the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Just
Fine.
working the night shift.
Fine.
Yeah, well, then you're pulling a double.
Fine.
No one came here tonight to see me. They want to see
Nah, I'm
me,
just playing.
Bruce Wayne. Am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's a little FaceTime with potential
You know what
donors.
other
Your
you know what
face
I can do
specifically
that
with a
Batman
mouth
can't?
that's saying, "Support Harvey Dent."
His-
We're the grease,
no, hug
they're
his
the
parents.
wheels. And
Hug
they're
his
rolling in with
parents.
cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again.
Disrespectful.
I'll
Mother
do
lover.
anything for Gotham. It's my home.
It's our home. This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for
I beat
funding my campaign.
Goku in one category.
Now all I need is a decent slogan.
Category. I can hug
Terrible
my
at
brother.
those. It always makes me sound like
I
a
don't
used
know,
car
go
salesman. Which, for the record, I have not been since before law school.
All right. How about, a new face for Gotham?
Look at you. It's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on.
Oz?
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband...
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street, but I trust your family. If you believe in Dent, We believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, my name isn't important. What is important is Mr. Dent's campaign.
Like it or not, the Wayne name carries weight in Gotham.
I understand, I just don't want to throw it around.
Old families like ours should flock together, you know, like birds.
You're preaching, dear.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild goddamn West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman, or whatever it's called.
I'd say it all depends on the man. Sometimes you need a person who will go off script.
Such as dressing up in a bat costume?
And taking out the criminals who ruin our city. Though the cape may be a bit much.
Don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. With Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals. It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, oh, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible. Truly terrible.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
If only that deranged man had gotten the right treatment, maybe... well, I don't like to think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
Well, Harvey is the one who's been behind the project since day one. A vote for him is a vote for the memory of my parents.
You'll have it.
Thank you. Thank you both. Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
Well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Well, he certainly doesn't have any time either.
Tonight is strictly off the record. We can talk, but nothing gets written down.
I'm okay with that. I was just hoping to see what makes Bruce Wayne tick. This is quite the social event, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, come on now. It's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone tonight. But how are you doing? You should enjoy your own party before all the champagne runs out.
Just between us, politics bore the hell out of me. Too many words, not enough action.
Didn't think you were the type to get his hands dirty.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Mr. Wayne, you've got something on your collar. Is that blood? Yeah. It looks like...
Oh, this? No, that's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything except being a businessman who loves this city.
This big guy.
Excuse us, Miss Vale.
This man looks like Bane from.
How come you didn't name your dog Teddy?
And what kind of business do
I
you
named
think
my
he's in?
thing William Blue.
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the
Shut up.
necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham. For all
Look
of us.
how names that dog.
At least
Willie.
hear him out
Like,
before you
really,
kick him
bro?
out.
Fucking yeah.
Tony requested to speak with you directly. Maybe he can change your mind.
Who makes that dog that? Oh God.
Normally, I wouldn't associate with a guy like
God.
Falcone. But Gotham can't survive another term under Mayor Hill. It'll be all-out war in the streets. A word of warning, Bruce? Play nice.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars. I think I'll take it. Though the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no class. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man, I hear.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor.
boogas.
Follow me, if you will.
You should know, Mr. Falcone, my analysts say we're raising triple what Mayor Hill had...
I don't get why this man...
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say? Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
Unlike most people I've met, Harvey actually has integrity. He's trying to make Gotham a better place.
So am I. So are you. Hey, we all carry this city on our broken backs. Might lighten the load if we do so together. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him. Okay, imagine this is me, and these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. If Harvey gets elected, that's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city.
Look, I'm only talking to you because Harvey asked, trusting a friend to know what's best for Gotham.
Now that's a predicament. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to...
Not available. Hi, Bond.
shake. And which to break.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Heed your butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a prick, and he's gonna get what's coming to him.
It's me.
This is only episode 1 and it took this long.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with break-in and entry incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache.
The back computer should be able to read whatever data is on that stolen drive.
Family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down. Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded Skyrail cars to contend with.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
While pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died, while most have been admitted to Gotham General in critical condition. The police don't have any suspects at the time. 2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date. but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest, 44-year-old twin brother and sister Leon and Valerie Muldoon, should be considered dangerous if found. Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call police immediately.
Just need to explore this for a minute. Ow.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer. Well, then you won't mind if I skip cleaning the rest. The dusting is murder. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Wow.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo. You don't have to take my advice, Bruce, but that doesn't mean I'll stop giving it. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
I've seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex. Found her.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I don't like being compared to a common criminal.
Now, I think you're missing the point. You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind of attention. Yeah, I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out, Al. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right.
should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. Though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed. You two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
God damn it!
Where are you, Oz?
Billy.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, what's your Family Guy in the background?
Yeah.
Season and episode.
Season 10, episode 14.
There's the statue, but
Yeah.
no Oz.
Oh, shit. I like the first 4 seasons. First 4 to 5 seasons. After, that, I don't know, the show got fucking, stupid.
Hey.
Beat it. Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for?
Go ahead. Try and take it.
The hell do you say? End him!
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp!
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here! Think that'll do? Stay down! This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Dang!
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, near the ocean. Yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, it's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune, there's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him at pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers. Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. We're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. Let us honor their memory with this new facility, in the hope that a night like that never happens again.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I say we leave the asylum standing as a reminder that we can do better. This time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
How dare you? I just finished telling you about my parents' murder and you accuse them of being, what, criminals? Have some decency.
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
I'm leaving, honey.
Okay, babe.
Wow. Chapter 3, Episode 1. Completed.
Where's the special? Come on, let's go.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city. Every battle's uphill, in the rain, with skates on.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
It's not a problem, really.
Ah, Bruce. First the mayor's office, now Wayne Manor. Gotham continues its streak of break-ins.
Yeah, really going for the record, huh?
Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
Carmine Falcone wants me to be in his pocket. He crashed Harvey's fundraiser and pretty much said, hop in.
Well, maybe he thinks putting a little fear in you will make you jump.
It won't.
By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
This story about my family is exactly that. A story. It's a work of fiction all the way through.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family... We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'...
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
A warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning?
Yeah, someone's coming after me.
Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my ass as it is. Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this. I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one. God damn it. He has no right to issue search warrants without my okay.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
And then he's made 2 enemies. I just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this? Just to tangle you up in some frivolous investigation? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
Do you think Falcone could be behind it?
He didn't seem too thrilled after the fundraiser. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us. It would jeopardize the entire campaign.
We need to fight back. Hill cannot get away with this.
It may not be a war we can win.
The city will be behind you, Harvey, just like I am.
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry. I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selina.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Just election nonsense. I think we'd both welcome a change of topic.
I think we've met before.
You do look familiar.
Everyone knows who Bruce Wayne is.
Do they?
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh, right, sorry.
Selina's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone. I should have called you a car.
Did you at least get a look at the guy?
Good enough to make an ID.
I'll get Gordon down to GCPD to work on a lineup. It's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
We should just be thankful you got away with a black eye.
I'm sure your clients will understand.
I doubt it. In my business, people aren't very forgiving. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
Nice to meet the real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
What do you want with Harvey?
Don't worry about your friend. My interest in him is personal. Don't worry. I'm not gonna expose you. Yet. I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you... why take the risk?
I don't need one. I do this because I can.
And I thought you were on some noble crusade against crime. Silly me. You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me. I'm used to robbing people, not the one being robbed.
Who hired you to break into the mayor's office?
My clients prefer to remain confidential. They don't know who I am, I don't know who they are.
But you know who I am.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences.
All right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address, now.
No, give me the drive.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't do trust. I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact, he'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago. Better hurry.
Everything okay here?
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already.
I feel like I'm playing a gamble right now.
Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
I'd love to, but I've got another appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
Alfred, I'm at the warehouse. No sign of Catwoman's contact. It's quiet.
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
Okay, this guy does not mess around. Alright, Patsy.
This wasn't a handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, Eastside Docks, Warehouse 133.
Nothing left to bury. Analyzing. It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effect it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves were inert, not explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
What's left of it? Jeez, it's a massacre.
I've seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
Same people that are doing this stuff. That could be linked.
White Rose. Falcone's calling card.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir. That bad?
Could this guy be after?
Face slashed. Throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then.
It's in his pocket, man.
Skyline Club. This man's been badly burned. The damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
Trigger warning if anyone is doing this.
Sensors say it's an incendiary round. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister.
Causing the aforementioned boom.
Blood. Broken nails. Bits of human flesh. The cop shredded this merc to pieces, barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
The nerve agent could make them psychotic.
think so. No proof.
Oh, shit.
Something was here when the explosion occurred.
Something was.
Something wrong.
Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
Wait a minute. Shut
It's a cop.
up.
The force grows thinner every day. The canister exploded, sending shrapnel right through the container door.
For once, I'm glad you arrived after the heist. Your armor wouldn't have protected you against that.
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The point of entry's melted. Someone drove off after the explosion.
Find a connection.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military.
Have you put it together?
Yes. Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move. One of his snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned him down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. And was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
Have you located the shooter?
No, but based on 2 impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there. And would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Both targets could have been shot from here, but no phosphorus trace.
Yup, there's his traces.
Denny.
Phosphorus spike. Clear vantage point.
Hey, me.
We have a winner.
1 minute later, you're paying off the bitch.
This is the right spot.
Keep saying
So
that, they're gonna
where
ban
do
you.
we go?
You asking for that shit to happen. I can eat.
Killing time.
Can eat. I say it quick, man. You say it quick, they don't know. Okay. Eat.
Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Time to go to work. My turn. Don't make me add your corpse to this graveyard. Falcone, why did he do this?
I ain't telling you nothing!
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be back.
Alright, Daddy.
Wow. Wow.
Too funny.
Yo, Jeets.
Mm.
Heard about the recent news of... Well, wait, never mind. You probably don't watch Mr. Beast, right?
I don't, but sometimes the news feed it'll pop up on my stuff.
You heard what happened?
On my phone. No.
Okay, so one of his crew members turned gay. Now,
You can't make me talk!
Oh god. Why, they making a big deal out of it or something?
Yep.
I ain't telling you jack!
But I feel like they hate each other.
People like that. People are just like that. If
Trying
they're
to
like
scare
homophobic.
confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
It's true what they said about you. You're a freaking animal. But I ain't afraid of you.
You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop. All on the inside. Tell me the plan, or I start swinging. Tell me.
The Catwoman was supposed to hand over a drive. Had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us. Called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
Damn, it's gonna be 78 tomorrow? Shit.
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions.
74. Today was 74. Yo, Thursday's gonna be 83. Oh my god.
No, oh god, no!
And the temperature's gonna drop down on Tuesday. Next Tuesday is gonna be 56 degrees. I don't understand this weather.
Some kind of explosive.
This shit goes up to like 80 and then it freaking drops to like 50. Fucking 4 days later. I don't mind it. I'm not gonna complain.
I forgot that.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be hot. The next 3 days are gonna be really hot over here.
I swear! You're fat! You're supposed to be a good guy!
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here!
Think I need to call the coroner instead. Now put up your hands! Don't move!
Batman, what did you do to him?
Don't move!
I did what you couldn't.
You're damn right. I'd never do something like this.
I got what I needed.
You have the right to remain silent.
Gordon?
I said silent! If you say another word, I will shoot you. I don't care if half the city thinks you're a hero. Right now, you're a suspect.
Shoot me. See what happens.
I will. I swear to God I will.
You're making
Okay,
a
this cop
mistake.
does not have the balls.
You want to hear what I have to say. Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people to go berserk, turn violent. We need to act before he releases it.
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
You're taking this too far, Bruce. You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You beat that man half to death. Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
He's still alive, isn't he?
And in the hospital. Next time, it might be the morgue. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that.
See, I'm gonna watch some movies
to be
tonight.
a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
I want to watch Mummies. I want to watch that. I want to watch The Whale. I seen Cocaine Bear. 3 was good.
The memory.
Sometimes I wish
Megan
I
was
could.
good.
That night,
John
that
Wick.
alleyway.
Not in HD yet.
It made
Wait
me
for that to
who
come
I
on in
am.
HD.
I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, I want to watch The Whale.
That
tonight.
is your gift and your
Go watch
curse.
Mummies.
Being Batman can allow you
Mummies
to turn
and then
back the
The
tide
Whale.
of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither will I. Well, back into the fray again.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this?
Mummies. This was about 3 Mummies up. Present day London.
It's money laundering. Falcone's been involved in everything.
It's alright.
But it goes back years.
Watch this tonight.
This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence.
Gotta get more spicy chips.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
You like spicy stuff or no?
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Go.
Vicky showed faith in me. She cares about the truth. She'll get the story out the way it needs to be told.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on 2 fronts tonight. Vicky through the media, and Batman
by any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
This is big. You drop a bomb like this, there's gonna be fallout.
That not even Falcone can survive.
Why give it to me then? You don't know how much I appreciate it, but you're a Wayne. You could have given it to anyone.
I need an ally in the press.
After handing me something like this, I'd say you got one for life. Falcone's slippery, but this is enough to hang him out to dry. What this could do for the city, my career, I'm just wondering what the cost is gonna be.
It'll be worth it.
I don't know, Bruce. Falcone doesn't like bad press. If I run this story, I put a price on my head. The next time my name appears in the media, God, it might be an obituary. Falcone has a way of handling reporters he doesn't like.
Publish it anonymously.
Anyone can do that. Accountability gives the media its teeth, and that's sorely lacking in Gotham these days. I always think, crime in the city, it's a hydra. You cut off one criminal's head.
3 more appear in its place. I know.
Unless we kill the beast once and for all. But who's even capable of that? If we don't act fast, that void will be filled by someone far worse. Wouldn't be the first time.
Batman's a symbol of hope, and that is better than any army.
If Gotham can rally around him, right now he's just a monster of the week. It's a good thing you gave this to me instead of the police. Could end up buried in some evidence locker and not on every screen in Gotham where it belongs.
Public attention, that's what brings down men like Falcone. Not a bullet.
Though after my story runs, he might get that too. I'll be seeing you, Bruce.
It's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drones located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
Drone's cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone. Good point of entry.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Only one of them is organized.
Ooh. You're cute.
So, you alone?
Not anymore, I'm not. Where's Nikki? In lockup. Again? Christ, Kimmy. What did they pinch him for now? Some hit down at the docks. Nikki? No. I didn't think he was a hatchet man. You and me both. Well, does he got an alibi? Honey, I'm always his alibi.
God. Come in.